Gideon St.Helen here with another Roots Reggae review. This time we are doing Chronology by Chronixx. Hit me! Hit me! Yeah!
A star is born. Yes, that is the future of our music, and we look like we are in good hands. Ladies and gentlemen, we are talking about the warrior, the one who is wondering what's behind the curtain. Let's welcome on stage, Chronixx! Chronixx!
That blues. And I said, you said second, see some of the tramp in the bass.
So this was my introduction to Chronixx, a YouTube video of his performance at Jazz and Blues Festival in 2013. That's a festival in Jamaica. That link was sent to me by my Jamaican friend Shane from college. I watched this performance in awe. My first impression was, man, this guy is authentic, he's talented, and this guy is promising. He will be big. My impression was like, this guy is gonna be big. Chronixx, I think his seeming authenticity is what really draws people to him. I started digging into what was available on YouTube and even did a few covers. I have loved Chronixx music ever since, and I call myself a big fan of his music. Selfish plug. Check out some of my covers of Chronixx. I have Rain Music, Smile Jamaica, and then some other track that I don't think I did a really good job in recording the audio, but Rain Music and Smile Jamaica, I think these two are pretty good. Chronixx to me is an exceptional reggae artist, and I have no reservation in saying that he is exceptional. He also seems to put a tremendous amount of work into developing his craft. You could see this guy has grown. He's really matured into a really great and exceptional reggae artist. Now, I just said reggae artist. Maybe I should just say artist, because instead of reggae artist, it appears based on this album Chronology, which we'll dig into a while, that he would not label himself really as a reggae artist per se, because of the different kinds of songs that we see on this album. Now, we already know that Chronixx is a versatile artist who does roots reggae, he does dancehall, he does a more retro forms like rock steady, and in this album Chronology we see lots of songs that have fused contemporary blues with R&B, neo soul, and hip hop. Now in the reggae world, people do this, oh, he's the next Bob Marley. Many people have crowned Chronixx as the next Bob Marley. I don't think reggae needs another Bob Marley. Bob made his contributions. It's up to current artists and future artists to make theirs. I believe Chronixx is making his own contribution in his own way. There are other young artists who are making their contributions as well, like J9, I love J9, Protege, Kabaka, Pyramid, Ibama, Raging Fire, and men like Jesse Royal. By the way, when is Jesse Royal putting out his album? This guy has a very unique vocal phrasing. His vocal phrasings are very unique, and his energy, man, I really love his energy. So Jesse Royal put out the album. I also don't think it's appropriate to label these new artists and their contributions as reggae revival. Like a couple years ago, maybe 4 or 5 years ago, you hear this new phrase, reggae revival, as if reggae was dead. Reggae was never dead. Perhaps people were looking in the wrong places and focusing on wrong events, getting tied up in dancehall clashes like Gully versus Gaza. And people getting tied up in that. But reggae has always been alive, and reggae is doing well, pretty well globally. If you look at Europe, for example, reggae is pretty big. Hawaii, reggae is big. In the US, reggae is not as big, but in every major city, you'll find this enclave, this really solid community of people who dig the reggae. So reggae has never been dead. Reggae has been alive, but people have been looking in the wrong places. And Chronixx made reference to Gentleman's acclaim in Europe in the song Likes. Now my favorite artists like Midnight, now Ake Becker, and Taj Wicks and his band, these guys are not Jamaicans. Also, if you listen to one of my reviews on Meta and the Cornerstones, he has one of the best roots reggae albums out this year, Hero. So no, reggae has never been dead. Chronixx also agreed with this. In an article in Vogue magazine, I think I read that some time ago, maybe 2014, sometime. He's quoted as saying, about the reggae revival. The revival is not a musical revival, which is true. The revival is demographic, it's social revival, a spiritual revival. It's not a musical revival because the music that we are making, somebody was always making that. Just that a few years ago, nobody was paying attention. And he said, and that was for commercial reasons, which is, and that's really true. Chronixx has released a multitude of singles and an EP, Dread and Terrible, which is a really good one, in April 2014, and other projects like Roots and Chalice with Federation Song. Check out this Wicked mixtape, it's pretty good. What impresses me quite a bit is that he's an exceptional songwriter, especially for his young age. This guy is right now is only 24. He has also managed to keep his core message principled and positive. Every song that Chronixx has been positive message. So big up for that, Chronixx. And for the past 2 years, I have not looked forward to 2 reggae albums as I have this album from Chronixx and Damian Marley's upcoming album. It's like waiting for these 2 albums has been like going out to your favorite restaurant, you're starving, they bring out tons of hot bread because the main course is taking forever. And then when the main course finally comes out, you're like, man, I'm not even hungry anymore. I don't even want the damn food. So that was my experience with this album. You've waited so long, you've heard many of the singles, then the album drops, and you only find out as you do a regular search for new reggae on Google Play. You're like, oh shoot, Chronology is out. And now my review of any piece of music is based on its ability to make me feel something, whether it connects with me or whether it helps me get over something that I'm going through. So good music to me is emotive. I don't care how great the composition is, I don't care the technicality of the composition. How does it make me feel? Very few genres of music speak to me like roots reggae does. I feel like the drum, the bass, the rhythm of roots reggae music, it communicates with my soul. So you could just give me the bass. Very few genres that can move you like roots reggae music. Now Chronology is a very well crafted album. It's well produced, it's well recorded. The songwriting, as I've spoken about before in terms of Chronixx's ability to write great songs, the songwriting does not disappoint. Some of the musical compositions are quite sophisticated, I think. The core message again is positive. Chronixx does not disappoint when it comes to positive lyrics. I can listen to the entire album with my 2 small children and I'm sure that they could get something positive out of the songs. Now notice that I haven't categorized the album as a reggae album because it's not. And that is probably some of the disappointment for me and some big reggae fans out there. Chronology has 16 songs. Of these 16 songs, depending on how you count, 8 or 9 of these are reggae or dancehall reggae or dancehall genres. The other 8 are contemporary blues fused with R&B, neo soul, hip hop. Loneliness, it has a dancehall beat to it, but the song it's sung. It's not chanted like you do in dancehall, and people don't typically sing in dancehall music. So I won't call it a dancehall tune. It's a song. It has a melody to it. And it has sort of a dancehall beat, a very slow dancehall beat in the background. So in some ways it feels like we have 2 EPs in this album. One reggae dancehall and one contemporary blues, neo soul, hip hop. I'm not sure what impact this approach will have on the reach and longevity of the songs as well as the influence and place of this album in the grand scheme of things. Time will tell. But this could have been a way to increase the appeal of the album. Artists, no matter what they say, they want to sell a product. So this could have been Chronixx's way of increasing the appeal, of broadening the reach of his album. Or it may simply be because he's doing these different songs, different genres, for the love, like you said, do it for the love, not for the likes. Now, from conversations I've had, people are either really excited and love this album, or disappointed but like this album. And that's because of the reggae-ness or the non-reggae-ness of it. I think I fall somewhere between excited and disappointed, but I still love this album a lot. I just wanted more roots reggae, and that's just my personal preference because I'm a roots guy. I love roots reggae music, and because I know Chronixx is one of the best out there, I expected more roots reggae music from this album, but whatever. What Chronixx has done in Chronology is not altogether different from what other young artists are doing in other styles. It's not particularly innovative, and some might say maybe in reggae it is innovative. But one example I think of is Gary Clark Jr., a brilliant contemporary blues musician. He's also young, like a contemporary of Chronixx. In his albums, Gary Clark Jr. does traditional modern blues in some songs, and in other songs he fuses blues with R&B, hip-hop, neo soul songs. And you could listen to, for example, When My Train Pulls In, which is more traditional blues, more modern, traditional modern blues. And then this other tune, Down to Ride, which is more a fusion of blues with hip-hop, hip-hop R&B.
Every day, nothing seems to change. Everywhere I go, I keep singing same old thing, and I can't take it no more. I would leave this town. I got a girl who's down to ride with me. If she looks good on that passenger side with me. No more time wasted thinking about the past, but just that rear view got my foot on the gas. Yeah. I got a girl who's down to ride with me. From the first moment I knew.
Chronixx does something similar in this album. He has pure reggae and dancehall in about half of the tunes, but in the other half he presents blues mixed with neo soul, R&B, hip-hop, like I've said before, with an occasional reggae drum roll, which doesn't make the song a reggae tune. So his style in many of the non-reggae songs, it reminds me of Gary Clark Jr. The last song, I Know Love, the bonus track, it's done in a style that is very similar to John Mayer. So what we'll do now is just go through some of the tracks, really quickly, just get audio samples of some of the tracks. So the first song was Spanish Tongue Rockin', and people have heard this tune before because it was a single. And it feels like a really throwback. I love that groove. So here Chronixx is just giving his background of where he grew up. Spanish Tongue is just where he grew up. And I admire that about him, is that he's not forgetting where he came from. Yeah man, love the chant. Big tune. The next tune is Big Bad Song, featuring Chronicle, and Chronicle is Chronixx father. And when I first heard this, I was like, oh, Barrington Levy. So his voice is of the school of Barrington Levy. There are several guys with the similar style. Barrington Levy was not the first. There are some guys with the same style of singing like Barrington Levy. So Chronicle has the similar style as Barrington Levy. Big tune this.
Sonny general pass me. Give me little space, make me dolly pass you. I'm in afraid for
the next tune is Skankin' Sweet. I think that was also another single. You need to check BBC, what is the channel? BBC Extra or One Extra or something like that. You need to watch this performance of Chronixx on this channel. Sweet. Chronixx has a really solid band behind him. Zinc Fence, Redemption.
Skanking, grooving, under pressure. Yeah, skanking, grooving. Under the pressures of a life and it tough. No stay down, mama, time forget.
Right. Next song is Ghetto Paradise, which goes through the paradox of Jamaica and in fact all of the Caribbean islands, I would say. These islands are beautiful, they look like paradise, but there are lots of social and economic problems in these countries. That's why he's talking about Ghetto Paradise. And some of these problems are mainly due to political corruption.
Like a chocolate vanilla. Train line my bond, when I born in a villa. Little monkey, watch how you a talk to gorilla car. Che government by arms, get the killer. Two party a flex like a party, them in accepting presents from foreign government. We still a fool them on the school, them
Let's build that again.
Survive the hardship in you. Life never sweet like a chocolate vanilla. Train line my bond, when I born in a villa.
Little monkey, watch how you talk to gorilla.
Car. Che government by arms, get the killer. Two party a flex like a party, them in accepting presents from foreign government. We still a fool them and a school them and cocky them in. Good God of Moses and Rodney the killer. Poor people fed up and we can't simmer. Can hardly survive as a blasted singer, much less a baller who is a brought to the winner. Have a right foot like a David Villa. The mother still a sell in a market. The jam rock is a precious stone. Still is far from a diamond. Take it from Iman. Country boy.
Our next tune is Country Boy.
To town. Oh, country boy came to town. Him left country and never went back. Him come a town, come a lick peer shot. Carry the 16 over him back. 45 him.
So this is about a young man from the countryside, left the country, now the city, turned bad boy. We know this story too well.
Him cousin him a hold his head and tell himself if wear that car in a minute. Now you have to shift up like a gearbox.
Next tune, Smile Jamaica. I really wasn't expecting this song on this album.
I met a girl this morning. She was love at first sight. I met a girl this morning, and she was beauty to my eyes. I asked her where she from, she tell me.
Next song, I Can. So this is one of the songs that's not really reggae, but the message is powerful.
When I look at where I'm coming from, I know I'm blessed, and I close my eyes and smile. Sometimes I feel like the richest man in Babylon, and I've done my best, so everything's alright inside. Oh, every morning.
Next tune, Selassie Children. And it's interesting how he's speaking about Selassie, you know, the prophet of Rastafari. But it's really not in a reggae beat. But you hear the occasional reggae splash, reggae drum roll.
Then I remember what they do to Christ. He was nailed to a cross and crucified. Now that the light came to me, I wonder if they're gonna do the same to me.
So this song talks about the journey of a Rastafarian who may be reviled by his family, reviled by community, but you really have to stay true to yourself until your belief as a Rasta man. Chronixx is saying that the victory will be won. It's a positive message just for the Rastafarians, for anyone considering themselves a Rastafari. I'm not. This song is beautiful here. This song is powerful. Next track, Black is Beautiful.
We love the children of Africa.
Yeah, man.
Teaching the children. Oh, da 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 da. La da da da. Oi. Black eye, black hair, black skin, black queen, stand majestic with the black king. Today I'll sing you a black song. You need to hear about beautiful black things. Cause most time we hear about black, we hear about black magic and black witches. Blacklist, black book, black market, Black Friday, you spend off your black riches. I've never seen a doctor in black, nor seen a black pill to cure no black people. But I've seen bush doctors like Tosh and Molly resurrect like a real black beetle. Malcolm, Marcus, Martin.
I also really like the way this song ended. Listen to the words down here.
He's preaching, good God, the things that he preaches. I wonder who taught him to preach. Teacher is teaching. Where did he get his degree? Now it is no mystery. Who taught us black history? He's up.
Next tune, Majesty. Also a single, so we've heard this before.
There's something about you, girl, and I don't think it's just your smile. I don't know how to say it now. I've been thinking for a while. The best way to say it, woman, your energy is right, yeah.
Loneliness, this is one of my favorite ones, even if it's not reggae. Oh man, it's sweet.
There she go again. Natty Dread is a lonely man. When you're there is a issue, done. When you're gone, girl, let me say, dog. We both know that we need our space.
Really nice tune. In Likes, that was also a single release.
Everybody I go like we, still we irie. Come in all love likes. In a dancehall style. And everybody I go like, still we irie.
I think people should consider the message in that. It's like, for any profession, people in professions or whatever, you look at these people like, oh, they're living this good life, glamorous. But you don't know how much work they actually put into it. People don't want to put in the work, they just see the glamour. So that's what he's talking about here. Put in the work, keep your head down and put in the work before you expect glamour and fame and all that stuff. Like the social media culture of likes and, you know. Next tune is Tell Me Now. Just tell the person, tell people that you love them. Don't wait until they die for you to tell them, for you to say at the funeral, oh, I love this person. If you love somebody, tell them now. It means a lot more than waiting until the person dies.
Life too short, we have to cherish it. The race have to run, we have to finish it. But before me leave off of this,
yeah, I was really touched by this song. He also spoke about his friend who died really when they were 14.
You're here today, tomorrow. You're gone with the wind that blows. So tell me before I go, if you love me, better you tell me now. Don't bother wait till later. When me gone, you are scared to roses.
The next song is Legend, also one of my favorites.
Some things are just never said. No.
It's really contemporary blues. Drum roll, reggae drum roll.
Story of my life, ordinary person.
I love the beat on this song.
If you take a look inside, see the great things that people do. Changing lives day and night, but nothing I do ever makes the news. Still I have to.
So this is really honoring the voiceless, honoring the people who really make this world go round, the people who do the small things that make this world go round. People who you don't know their names. Think about your parents, your mom, your dad, the elementary school teacher, primary school teacher, the secondary school teacher, fireman, the guy who's sweeping the streets. All of these people that nobody's really considering, but these are the people who really make the world go round. And these are the people the song is dedicated to. I call him Legend. The man who cooks the food. Yeah man, it's a really, really powerful song. I like that song. The next song is Christina. Who's Christina? Also, contemporary blues, R&B. Listen to the blues licks in this, blues guitar licks.
Christine, look what late nights in the studio did for me. My stupid songs all paid off eventually. So sad you couldn't see, this was my destiny. Oh, girl, maybe if you were there in the studio next to me, then you would see that this is what makes me happy. Instead, you look at me like, boy, you're fast asleep. Nah, girl. Oh, Christina, I still believe in me and I'm a dreamer. But now I'm walking in my dream. Oh, yeah, Christine, tell me who you see when you turn on your TV. Oh, girl.
And then finally, I Know Love, which is a bonus track. One of my favorites also. So it happened that so many of my favorites in this song are the non-reggae ones, even if I'm a roots guy, but the non-reggae ones also done so well that you can't but really like these songs. So I Know Love.
Then the Great Spirit came down and said, let there be, and there was. That's how it all.
This song reminds me of the style, like I've said before, of John Mayer.
It's still we ask, where did the universe come from? Everything in existence, from the sky to the depths of the ocean. Every shape, every color, every pigment, every sound and every vibration. This whole earth, the solar system. Everything you hold so sacred, by the hands of love, it was created and I know love. Lifted me.
So the adage is true. Some like it hot, some like it cold. If you give it to them lukewarm, you'll still not please everybody. So why try? Do you? Do it for the love, not for the likes. So even though I love my reggae as roots reggae music, you have to respect an artist who does not stay in the box that others create for him. Chronixx has his sound, and his sound is an eclectic one. In Chronology, we see Chronixx. We see an artist who sticks to his true self and is not afraid to bend or expand the boundaries of his sound. Having said that though, expanding one song does not mean abandoning the fundamentals. Bob Marley expanded the boundaries of reggae music, but he did not abandon reggae music. So I hope that Chronixx, while he's expanding his musical horizons, that he really does not abandon roots reggae music. Because I really love Chronixx as a roots reggae artist. We need good roots reggae music. With roots reggae music, there's no genre like roots reggae music. However, I think Chronology is an excellent album. I love all of the songs on this album. I love the reggae ones and the non-reggae ones. So, give thanks Chronixx. Powerful album, and I'll recommend this album to anyone. For the next album, I'm hoping that Chronixx gives us a little bit more reggae. We need roots, man.
Call it what you may, L-O-V-E can be found in you, and it's all over me. Jah is love no matter the